So what is School, or what is Somatic Intuitive Healing? So as I said, I have trained in lots of different modalities, and one of the things that really became clear to me in my own journey both in healing myself, but also as a practitioner, my journey into becoming a healer and becoming a practitioner and working within wellness, was that I needed to listen to this creative spirit, this wellness, healing, medicine spirit that wanted to move through me. Um, and so I was gathering tools in my trainings that would help me express the healing medicine that I was wanting to offer. And that expression is a blending of yoga therapy and restorative yoga and nervous system regulation practices and meditations. It also blends craniosacral therapy, which I feel like craniosacral, particularly biodynamic craniosacral, is kind of like the glue that holds it all together. It really is sort of the basis of my offering. And in some ways, I could call it all biodynamic craniosacral work in some ways. But in other ways, those don't quite fit, because depending on where you're coming from that lens, some of these things don't quite fit. But that's the glue that kind of holds it all together. It's a bodywork modality that's on a table. So you use a massage table. It's hands-on practice. And it's a deep listening and presence work. So there is a aspect of the work that is about the nervous system, about nervous system regulation, about the positions of the body, and that's kind of where the yoga therapy comes in. And then there is also the presence work that comes in, and the listening of the body, and the listening to the intelligence and the potency that is within the healing potency that is within the body. So it's that cranial piece. And then there's energy healing too, and there's aspects within energy work that I feel like are really powerful and useful, and so that's woven in there, and that's also part of my own background and training. And then there's the somatic therapy piece, and that is the emotional content. You cannot work within the body without tapping into emotional content. And so I feel like as people working within the body, whether that's a medical practitioner or that's a yoga teacher, being able to hold space for the emotional content, the emotional releases that are inherent to working with the body. We are not separate from that. And really, when you start to become more embodied and your nervous system becomes more regulated, that emotional content becomes more and more present. And so another segment of this work is learning emotional wellness practices, how to engage in emotional content, curiosity-led dialogue, presence-led dialogue, client-led dialogue. So to being able to work with your clients and their emotions that come up when we work together. So that's the somatic therapy piece. And so all of this blends together into somatic intuitive healing. And in the training, what I want to support within the practitioners that are taking this training is an opportunity to have a container built with some solid skills and some solid tools. So you have a really big, handy toolbox that you can go out and have a private practice and start offering a service for people and have a healing offering for people. And that within that container, within those tools, within that toolbox, that it is adaptable enough to meet you where you are at and to allow you to explore what is your own creative healing medicine that is coming forth from you. To have mere copies of me and my practice would not serve the world. And I can offer tools, and what I really want to support is for you to develop what it is that is your heart song that you want to offer to the world. And so that we use these tools and we use these practices, and you start to create that. within a community that is supportive, within a community that is doing similar work, that is moving through their own process of evolution as well. And that I am also moving through my own process of evolution, and that in this sort of alchemy experience that we get to have together when we come together in a healing group with that intention, right? That we all rise up to a higher vibration of our offerings and our purpose in the world. So that is what somatic intuitive healing is, and that is what I am offering a training in.